Kurmanzan is a 25-year-old married woman from the rural town of Talabachiti village in Kyrgyzstan. She is mother of 2 young children, both in elementary school. Kurmanzan was fortunate enough to obtain a higher education and now teaches at a local school. However, her job is not able to supply enough for her family and she has no other choice but to find a second income. Growing up, she worked as a child in the farms to provide for her family, in turn giving her the skills and knowledge of how to operate agriculture and cattle. Her husband also works in the cattle industry. Agriculture and livestock is the backbone of the Kyrgyz Republic rural economy. It employs about 40% of the county's labor force and accounts for 20% of the gross domestic product. Unfortunately, the sector has been slow to modernize since the end of communism, and growth has been insufficient to reduce poverty and food insecurity in rural areas. To give a background about the vital role the bank plays in everyday lives of each citizen, Tushum Bank is a microfinance bank in Kyrgyzstan that offers clients a range of products including loans for business development, trade, production, leasing, mortgage, consumption, as part of their effort to provide essential funds that help people in remote areas to access lighting and heating or improve energy efficiency for their households during cold winters. Kiva's lenders funds help the bank expand its services in more remote areas such as Talabachiti village and offer lower interest to even more vulnerable communities in Kyrgyzstan. With an average annual income of only $2,500, by funding this loan you are helping low-income clients improve their living conditions and reduce their ecological footprints drastically so that many do not have to resort to toxic chemical burnings such as tires to provide as a source of heat for their families. A barn will serve as a home for the animals as Kurmanzan fears that by leaving the animals out at night they will most likely be stolen and killed, since 12% of the nation lives with food malnourishment. With this investment, Kurmanzan also plans to raise enough money in order to help the worn-out school she serves in. She says that the school lacks many basic utensils, including pens, markers, and paper. With this money, Kurmanzan will not only be helping the well-being of her family and animals, but also her customers as she eventually hopes to decrease prices so many more people have access to milk and wool. The entire town will benefit from her contribution to the school as many more kids will have a better education, which is proven to help children attain better lives with the increase in opportunities that comes from learning. In a country on 27.7% of the women have access to formal financial services, Kurmanzan would empower young women to start their own businesses.